Hi Libra, this is your latest love and relationship reading. So you in this relationship seem to be thriving. It seems like this relationship is the number one priority for you in this moment in your life, and the Magician card is telling me that for some relationship is flourishing in a really big way. Recently, the Three of Cups energy that's passed tells me that it's just gone through a growth spurt, this relationship, and so it doesn't feel like it's totally settled down right now. It actually feels like it's very much on the precipice of something new and exciting. The Sun card is here telling me that in the subconscious area of this reading, so in a part buried in your psyche, you are recalling a time of feeling very free and authentic. And I'm going back a long time, like the last time you truly felt like at one with yourself, even going back to childhood and that kind of pure authenticity, that is kind of being reinvoked in this relationship for you at this time. And even if you don't fully recognize it on a conscious level yet, Libra, because I am actually sensing that on a conscious level you're more aware of challenges at this time. And Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, it's like this is the same thing that comes up over and over again, and it almost seems like at the beginning, or like even right now, yeah, you'd be willing to fight through this, or kind of like even pull the person up on this. But it seems to me like in time you're, I guess, you would care less about this and you would just sweep it under the rug. So that's the kind of thing that you're aware of, and you're like, oh, I don't want that to happen. Meanwhile, I see something else underneath it all. The Sun card is telling or reminding you that, hey, you feel really safe with this person. Your nervous system feels regulated. You feel like you can be very at one with your inner child with this person. So the Sun card, and typically we do see like maybe a child on the Sun card imagery oftentimes, but this time it is two people looking at each other in alignment for sure, and in authentic self-expression, or expressing to each other very authentically. And I do really love the energy that continues in this reading. I've got the Star card and the Queen of Pentacles. We will clear up this reading with some more, but basically that would suggest to me that a period of sustained Queen of Pentacles healing is underway in this relationship. I'm picking up the signs of Leo, Aquarius, and Capricorn at this time in a bigger way. So let's have a look. We'll go a little deeper. The person that you're dealing with is coming through in Four of Pentacles energy. So whether or not that's Capricorn or Earth sign energy you're dealing with, they're coming off as a little closed off at least. And if they're not sharing themselves with you physically or emotionally, they maybe even are tight-lipped. They're just not sharing. It just seems to be that you're kind of hitting maybe a brick wall, like is associated with this card here. The Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords, we'll clear these up, but this is the issue that you're actually aware of that bothers you. That is something that you can definitely see you guys overcoming, but basically you still have it on your mind or whatever. Okay, so let's have a look. Where are my cards? We'll get clearing up this reading. Okay, so Libra, what I was gonna say is that if this reading resonates with you, there is going to be an extended link in the description box looking at your situation from the perspective of the person that you're dealing with. So we'll start clearing up the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is amazing energy at this time. It seems like you have been given an opportunity. And I really do see, of course this is a relationship reading, but just for yourself in general, Libra, like, and maybe it is forging more independence in the relationship, or maybe things just are presenting themselves as opportune for you, and the person you're dealing with fully supports it, and they're like, yes, go for it. This is not going to come up for you like any other day, so go for it. So it does seem like you're in a heightened phase of excitement, new beginning energy, and that looks really great right now. So let's look at the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune for you. Okay, Eight of Wands. So really exciting and momentous, and there could be a bigger transition period. Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and the Wheel of Fortune often comes up with a bigger move, adventure, travel plan, trip, expansion, where you expand your beliefs, your mind, have cross-cultural experiences, higher education. So this is kind of a time in your relationship where there's a lot of learning, but through experience, and like having a lot of like life experience right now. Or this could just feel like relocations are coming up for you in this relationship, or just you kind of as you forge out, I think, a little bit of independence within this relationship, perhaps, Libra. So we will look at, I guess, the period of Three of Cups just seems to have been good times with the Sun card, good memories being made, happy moments shared, connection with friends, connection with the heart space. So that's nothing that I think we need to look too far into, but I would like to look at the Sun card here in the subconscious. So the Nine of Cups, very satisfying energy. This feels good deep down. If there's something that feels not good deep down, that is very meaningful to Libra. But perhaps even by just being aware, so aware of what is good and feels like you being you in this relationship, your true self, not having to tone it down at all, well, then you may be just kind of like, it may be more blatant to you then when things are being toned down, or that joy isn't there. And it's not easy to find satisfaction and bliss in a relationship 24/7, of course. But you become aware of when like it's less often and less often for you. I'm going to look at the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands with the card here. So at the moment you have energy to tackle these challenges that are presenting, but in the long run I see that, you just kind of I'm hearing let them away with it because it's not worth it to you or something like that. So let's have a look at how that goes, or what is the nature of the challenge. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, of course, a challenge within the relationship between people, but also I'm hearing what was said, you promised me you would do this, not fulfilled is what I'm sensing. Seven of Cups, another seven. So multiple issues and multiple points of when we go to try and tackle one issue, you may feel I have the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords, air sign energy opposing each other. If you're dealing with another air sign, both of you may be just avoiding looking at the opportunities that are there for you, or the possibilities for this, and the being realistic. This is a card of idolizing and stuff. But so basically with the Seven of Cups, it's like, okay, so there's more than one issue right now, but these cards suggest that there's like something being surmounted here. The Sevens in tarot aren't just like, oh, well, you're having problems, sucks to suck. It's like, oh no, you're having some issue here where in fact there is an opportunity to grow and progress and make some magic in the meantime, the Sevens. Okay, so, but it seems like when you guys get to going to this place, it's like you get tongue-tied. Oh wow, we even have the Queen of Swords here. So any air sign energy that's out here is coming through very, very strong right now. All of these air sign people, a lot of opinions, a lot of thoughts, a lot of different ways of looking at things, perspectives. But you seem to get tongue-tied, Eight of Swords, when you try to get to the heart and soul of the, ouch, you know what that is, that pain, right? But I feel like you're like, yeah, but I can get over that. Okay, great. So the Swords cards is just like, so just address one thing at a time, because there's just a lot going on there with like maybe scratching the surface of the issue that you're like, okay, let's fight for this, or let's put in an effort to really consider what's going on here and keep going with our plans despite all odds, let's say. The Seven of Swords is eventually this wears thin after some sort of Ten of Swords breakthrough or breakdown, when a resentment has built or you swept a lot under the rug. Seven of Cups is like living in a more delusional reality around situations in this relationship. So it's like one at a time, look at where you're having a challenge or a block there, and when you overcome it, that's what with the number 8 of Swords or something, but an 8 is more transformative. So like you guys will have like essentially leveled up in however you learn to deal with said challenges in that relationship. Okay, great. Death card, Judgment card, Two of Cups, huge transformative energy coming up in the relationship. What lies ahead in this relationship. When I said scratch the surface, I think that that's what this was talking about. This has only begun to scratch the surface of, I suppose, the depths and transformations that are occurring or are still yet to occur. The Two of Cups, like, it seems that there's a willingness and, dare I say, Judgment card can be very much like something like a wounding almost, and with its association to Pluto. So with Pluto and relationships, there's like a healing or catharsis that happens during the relationship. So dare I say, and get super metaphysical, that there could even be a karmic agreement already, like Two of Cups, Judgment card, karmic agreement to I guess rectify or to learn, to heal, to grow. If not, it does seem like this relationship is merely scratching the surface, but you're getting like good indications that this feels safe to grow. But don't shy away from the challenges, I guess, or put them on the long finger, or just kind of scratch the surface and then move to the next, and then be like, oh, but what about this problem? They're like, oh, we're making a bit of progress getting through how we combat this actually. And then maybe, you know, you go to another thing. Oh, but then what about this or something? I don't know. That's just something that I'm possibly picking up on. We're going to look at your person. So go a little deeper into the Four of Pentacles, okay? We will look at this person deeper in the extended Libra. So I'll link that in the description box below. Let's just have a quick look at what's going on with them. They're closed off in some regard. Strength card, but like prizing the mouth shut here, just not like communicatively shut down. Okay, so we'll have to get that into that a little deeper in the extended. The Strength card can be sometimes the feminine dominance over the masculine masculine energy, whatever way you interpret that. But looking at the card, there is some sort of a power at play here, or a dominance on some level. And I mean, taming a lion like that, sometimes there's a mutual understanding, I think, and there's kind of like a kind of figure of 8 symbol sometimes over the strength person's head. Okay, that just shows that there's like a flow between, and this is understood like even on a telepathic level or something. This line looks pissed off, so they're just like get off me. So maybe there's just some sort of a kind of dynamic there. All right, I'm going to basically have a look at the Ten of Swords. This is coming through as a fear for you around this relationship at this time, Libra. So we should look at that. It's something that like has already in a sense been experienced by you, not necessarily in this relationship. 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords in the bottom of the deck, but that hurt and wound is there for you. So this is maybe being triggered, or maybe you're just like, God, when is it going to get triggered? When is it going to get triggered, right? Maybe it hasn't happened yet. 8 of Wands, Ace and 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's not nice, that past energy, or even something in this relationship previously. But as of now, now you're seeing work being done, right? You're seeing work on yourself being done. You're seeing alignment with this person. It's natural to let fears creep in. As this position, as the Ten of Swords fell, it fell into the position of a fear. So I just see that as perhaps some past wounding, that Judgment card energy, that Death card energy. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio or a very scorpionic plutonic relationship. But that's kind of basically like, you know, you're worried about past wounds being inflicted or just being triggered again. Okay, normal. Normal, but you're seeing signs of like healing there, and that kind of Judgment and Death card energy, and Two of Cups was kind of like, oh, you know, did we agree to heal some wounds together in this lifetime or another, known to ourselves or unbeknownst. Okay, Star card is coming up though before we get to the Ten of Swords and before we get to the sweeping under the rug potentially. In the next month or so of an issue, we have an opportunity to heal. The Star card, Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. Okay, so couple, you know, Mercury just moved into Gemini today as I'm recording, and this is the, what date is it? I know that Mercury moved into the sign, but I don't know what date it is. It's the 15th of June. Right after, you know, having retrograde stationed in Gemini, retrograded into Taurus, and now back into Gemini. This is especially if you deal with an air sign, a Gemini or a Libra or an Aquarius, this is the time, next few days, talk about this. I mean, this is sudden energy. I see the Eight of Wands, I see the Knight of Swords. There's momentum gathering right now, so this, I think this is the time to do it. This is the time to act on that, talk it out, or start to actually penetrate the burden or the crux of it all and talk it out. There's momentum there, and there's healing energy and vibes there too. Okay, so Libra, thank you for watching. I'm going to shuffle up and pull some cards to look at this situation from the perspective of the person you're dealing with. If this resonated, however, consider subscribing, and if this is all you're sticking around for, I will see you again soon.